to the podcast where we definitely talk into our mics on the first take. Shut the fuck up and listen. Number one podcast in America. We're doing the damn thing. We're surpassing everybody. I don't know who the top 10 comedy podcasts are because I don't bother myself with the competition. I just beat them. My name's Barry Cuda. I'm your one co-host. We have our other co-host.
My name is John.
And we're here to teach you about the past and the future. Ooh! No, you had a store that you saw that you wanted to talk to me about, John.
Okay. So, before I talk about it, I'm going to set you up with, the situation.
Okay.
All right. So, you go to Cool Springs Mall. And for those who don't know what Cool Springs Mall is, it's just like your basic medium to large shopping mall.
It's the biggest mall in Tennessee.
I don't know if that's true, but so you and your 4 bastard children are at the mall shopping. You've been there for 3 hours. You want to kill yourself. You're fucking exhausted.
This guy did not grow up with malls.
Right. No. That's exactly what happens. But anyway, the B12 store has what you need. What I assume is probably a $16 an hour teenager is going to inject you with B12 and other various chemicals that'll up your mood and your energy and stuff and get you right back into Christmas shopping.
Okay, you said Christmas shopping. This isn't a seasonal thing, right? This is a year-round store. I would.
Well,
imagine.
yeah, but this is the first time I saw it, and people are definitely Christmas shopping.
So I I have thoughts. I definitely have thoughts. My first thought is, as you were telling that, I was like, oh, okay. I know that B12 is that the dumpster? That is the dumpster. Jesus Christ. That came up on the fucking feed. That's where the dumpster is. That's the dumpster noise. I knew that most of the time B12 was injected, but I would hope that you could get a pill or something, maybe supplements, and that's what the store was.
No.
Like a GNC, but specialized towards B12. You're telling me you go in there and you're like, yo, doc, and some, like you said, $16 an hour teenager is like, I'm not a doctor. It's like, I don't care. You are right now.
Yeah, no.
Put that shit in my arm.
I really wonder. I didn't go in, but you can get a vitamin B12 injection for $126 and get right back on the way to Christmas shopping.
That's insanely cheap for a needle going in your arm. Also, do they do background checks? Because I would rather them not, for the sake of the needle in the... I feel like I would rather a heroin addict shoot me up with B12 than some dude who's in college for creative writing.
No, it's 100% a creative writing situation, I think. The best one, I guess the best one. It's at least the most expensive one. Oh, where did it go? There it is. It's a Trimix injection for $350.
Why dry? I don't like dry. Dry
No,
makes me
try 3.
Why is it dry?
No, try.
Try?
Yeah.
T-R-Y, try.
No, TRI.
What is... Oh, that's what you meant by 3.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Anyways.
No. Trimix injection. So when I click on it to read about it, it literally just reloads the page. So I can't read about any of these, but this really feels like some type of money grab for moms with many children that need that really big pickup in the middle of the day. Starbucks ain't got it, bro.
Well, first of all, there's definitely people who are doing this who aren't moms. I'm assuming this came from California, because I know multiple people at festivals that would be so down to do B12 shots in the middle of their festival experience.
Oh yeah.
There was one girl that had pot
with vitamin C.
had POTS. She was like, if you're ever feeling dehydrated, just go to the med tent and get a water IV injection, get a saline injection. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
if I'm on acid, the last thing I want is a needle being put in my arm and cold saline running through my fucking veins. And you're talking about it like it should be a pleasurable experience. And I'm assuming that that's the people that this is marketed towards.
I mean, I've been injected many, many times because of my long hospital stay. Um, and I can say the cold rush of saline is sometimes really nice.
I hate that. Fuck that. I don't want it. And I especially don't want it when I'm doing psychotropic drugs or shopping at a fucking mall.
Bro, no, because then you can just throw people out of the fucking way.
Actually, I probably would
That
rather.
is my Batman figure, you piece of shit.
I probably would rather have that at the mall than at a festival. But I feel like I've heard about B12 shots being given out at festivals.
I could see that.
I feel like I've definitely like that. Not. I feel like that was a thing at Coachella last year. I'm not even joking. I'm pretty sure I heard about people doing vitamin B12 shots because everyone was like, "Why would I get a vitamin B12 shot at a dusty festival in the desert?"
It'll keep you focused.
Which also, why would you get any shot at a dusty festival in the desert? Because you need it, not because you want it. No, I'm very concerned about the fact that the page just reloads. That's the part that sketches me out the most.
Yeah, no, I can't read about any of them.
It feels like they really want us to not ask more questions than we are supposed to. I don't think it's a scam, but I don't think they want us to know what they're injecting us with.
Let me tell you about this store though, because I walked by it. I got to see in the storefront, and so it's mostly empty. First off, there's like a little screen in the back left. There's like a table where I assume like a receptionist takes all your very personal HIPAA information.
Is it mostly empty because nobody's buying things?
No, I mean
or is there a
they're
separate
not selling
room
anything.
happens?
There's no merchandise to sell, but they're in an entire storefront in a mall.
Well, I assume they either have like a table where you just get a needle put in your arm in front of God and everybody walking through the store.
Well, yeah, you have to do that out of sight.
Or okay, continue.
Yeah, so there's this little screen in the back, like where you sit, presumably behind the screen and get injected. And they have a very green paint job, like everything's green or white. It's like a white table. The screen is like a fuzzy green screen.
Very cyberpunk.
Yeah. Like the floor is like a fluffy turf almost, and the wall is half green and half white. And then they just have like signs on the wall. There's 3 big signs. I don't know what they say, but there's just 3 big signs.
Why don't you know what they say?
I wasn't sticking around in there.
All right, fair. It does feel like they're really trying to lean into like, no, we're a medical facility.
Yeah, no, we are a medical facility. Your privacy is respected. Well, you will be the only person in this extremely open and visible storefront. And it's not like they were like, all right, we'll cut the storefront in half. We'll use the back for like supplies, like little employee. No. It's like most of the depth of like other stores. And just the entire like front 75% is just empty. It feels unnerving.
I feel like we're glamorizing drug use, and I don't think we are. Like, it's a vitamin B12.
Do you think
But how fucking close are we really to? It feels like we're really close to glamorizing drug use at this point.
Do you think in like 15 years when like somebody gets in office and they're like, who fucking cares about drugs? And they just legalize them all. They'll just be like, like cocaine bar. You just go there and you do a bunch of blow. It's the safe blow, but like you're getting...
Well, so here's the thing. Here's the difference. We have that for weed where you have cafes that you can go and smoke and do things. And that's like a consumer grade, come here, hang out, have a good time. This is still consumer grade, but they're treating it like it's the medical thing. It's like almost like the B12 store is trying to fancy the whole process up enough that you think that you're like. My dad told me whenever he went to go get his nipple piercings, he went to a place that looked like a hospital. It was like sterilized and like white.
I don't think I
And
like that.
not me either, but at the same time, it feels like they're trying to do the same thing. Be like, oh yeah, we're providing a service. It's a cheap service that you can pay $100 and whatever dollars. Like less than $120 for an injection is a really good price to get like stuck with a needle.
Yeah, no, I think it was like 124.
That's like a really decent price to be able to get an injection. Like
What's the
hospitals
going
going
rate
to
in
charge
the
you way
doctor's
more.
office?
Hospitals also going to charge you way more for a reason.
Right.
And that's the part that skeeves me. I don't give a fuck about people paying for B12 shots, but let that be like, I want to go to a place that looks like I'm among friends. I'm hanging out at a location with people that I know, and we all got a
We're all
needle.
getting injected.
We all got like a fucking vitamin B12 drip going on. Like that's what I want.
Damn,
to not
Ooh.
feel like I'm being sold on an idea as opposed to a product.
I'm just trying to think, like that mom with all those children I was talking about earlier that like, that they all want fucking toys from everywhere and like whatever. She's just like, hold on, mommy's got to get a pick me up. Like, sit down. And like goes inside this place and just gets
You have to
fucking
be
ejected.
18, right?
What?
You have to be 18.
Oh, I don't know.
This does remind me of my experience at the water store. Is it just called the B12 store?
It literally is the B12 store.
So yeah, there used to be this place called the Water Store, and it was right next to the vape store that I would go to, and I would look at it every day. I'm like, what the fuck is a water store? And I go there, and they are fucking nothing there. It's just a counter and a bunch of a bunch of pamphlets on the walls, and I'm immediately confused. And so I ask him like, "What's up with this place? I don't even like have like so why is it called the water?" I'm like, "What are we doing here?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we sell water memberships." I'm like, "What is a water membership?" He's like, "So basically," he goes into his sales pitch. "Basically, we send you water from around the world. Every month you get like a huge jug, like they usually have water towers at like an office. You get multiples of those jugs. You can pay depending on whatever amount you want, and you get water shipped from Alaska or Hawaii or like all of these different places." And
This is a racket. Like this is.
But like that's way more, yeah, like that's way more of a scam and a racket than they're probably just filling up water from the springs in the Appalachian Mountains. I don't think they're actually shipping water from anywhere. This is still hopefully B12. I don't know. This website doesn't load.
I'm gonna get V12 Fiji water sent to me.
I'm gonna get V8 and B12 vitamin drip put into my veins. Do you think I could venally inject V8?
Probably, but it might kill you.
What I'm asking the question, assuming I'm gonna survive.
Oh. Well,
So no.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm very skeeved out by the B12 store, but that's because I'm anti-pharmaceutical, and this is starting to border on pharmaceutical. I know there's a lot of people that are really into this.
Why can't I I can't look at any of them. You can get a vitamin C injection.
I do think it's funny because this is definitely a West Coast thing. I remember hearing about this at West Coast festivals from like the worst types of people that go to festivals. Also, the worst types of people weren't the ones that were getting the B12 shots. It was the ones that were selling the B12 shots at these festivals. And it was always like this. I don't know which I'm more perturbed by. People who are obviously in on the whole bit and are like, oh yeah, B12, get it injected. Or people who are like, oh, B12 is the salvation. Like, if they buy into their own shit, if they're not in on the take, I feel like I should be more concerned.
Do you want to read You want me to read like what their creed is or like
Yes,
what
I
their
would
all right.
love that.
So this is their like
What's the
only
name
thing
of
they
the
talk
website?
about.
Is it the B12store.com?
No, so it's run through Cool Springs Galleria's website.
Okay.
Whether you're feeling run down, have a specific ailment to target, or could just use some pep in your step, the B12 store has an injection for you. At the B12 store, we are a wellness boutique dedicated to your health and well-being. We offer preventative care in the form of vitamin injections for people of all ages. So no, you don't have to be 18.
No! I don't want to see 8-year-olds getting injected at the Cool Springs Gallery. I mean, I guess that's
Come
why
on,
they
kids.
have the cover.
We're about to cause our fucking ruckus.
That's why they have the privacy cover, so they can't see how young the kids that they're injecting with B12 are.
All right, so, but here's what's concerning. So when I click see products, this page cannot be found.
It doesn't exist.
You
That's a
can't look at
404
any of
error.
them. Yeah, you can't look at any of the like what they are really. I mean, you could look up like what vitamin it is, I guess, but
Well, whenever you were trying to look up the tri-vitamin mix, it wasn't telling you what the vitamins were.
I mean, yeah, that's true. And then they've also got stuff like Body Comp RX injection.
I
I
hope.
don't know what that is.
Well,
It's a bottle with
prescription
muscles.
medication. It's got RX, so they're trying to make you believe that it's a prescription medication, or pharmaceutical medication, I should say, not prescription.
Or the mineral blend injection. It's just a
See,
bunch of them.
on the one hand,
knows?
I'm really sketched out by the idea that they're fully bought in. Like they're getting these injections too every like 2 hours. They're like, yeah, for sure. We're just shooting each other up with vitamins all day. But I think I would rather, if it's being run this shoddily, I would rather it be because they don't know what they're doing and not because they're trying to hide something. I just don't know if I can believe that
Ignorance
that's what's
over
happening.
intent in that situation.
Yeah. I don't know if I can believe in that situation. I really, everything is pointing towards they're trying to hide what they're shooting you up with. Which, I mean, hey, that's par for the course for a drug dealer. Whether it's legal or illegal, don't ask questions. Don't ask what's in here. It might make you want to kill yourself, but only if you once you're coming
Get some
down.
biotin.
Biotin?
Yeah.
What is?
That's for like your nails.
Okay. Oh, I thought.
But you get injected with it.
What is why? What does that better? Is that better for your hair and nails? Does it hit your nails faster?
It makes for stronger nails. Well, biotin does.
Than
I
just
don't know. I
taking
guess
it,
the
just
injection's
taking it like a
like-
pill.
Yeah, you can actually go buy a supplement for it.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is like how much I understand injection being better for things that are like organs and distributing to the muscles. Like obviously, if you got like some sort of muscle relaxer, it's gonna feel a lot better, a lot faster if it's injected than if it's a
Yep.
pill. But like I don't know if niacin and biotin are things that we need to be injected. I think you can just take it as a supplement and it works fine. I don't think that we need the B12 store. I'm starting to get the idea that this might be a scam.
I mean, yeah, probably. Like I said, they probably have somebody that went to like a 5-day course on how to like inject things intramuscularly, and that's it.
That concerns me.
There you go.
People go to jail for years. Although that's a vein. Yeah, you said intramuscularly. You're just fucking shooting them up into the muscle.
Yeah, you're just taking them.
How much easier? I've been thinking about getting on steroids. How much easier is shooting into the muscle in the vein? Because I don't like getting needles in my vein, but
I mean, needles anywhere pretty much suck in my
okay, so it would
experience.
still suck.
Yeah, no, I had.
If I have to do a needle, I'm not gonna do.
I had to give
steroids.
myself blood thinner injections in the stomach after the hospital, and I did it one time. And after that, I was like, "Mom, you have to do it. I can't do it to myself again."
See, like, I don't know if I could do that. I'm bi, so I could
I did it
definitely
once,
ask
and I
some
was like,
dudes
nope.
to shoot my ass with steroids. But I don't. When I see people that just like into their muscles and are like, that's it. I got my roids in. I also understand that it's probably the same as smoking or anything like that, where at first it hurts, but then you feel how good it feels after you do it, and you're like, well, fuck. Let me get that rush again. Let me fucking again and then punch my wife when I get home. It's all feels so good.
Yeah, no, that I've heard that strengthens like your wrist, your tensile strength.
I've heard it strengthens your wife's lawyer's case against you when it comes to custody of the child too. So pros and cons, or pros and pros, depending on how you feel about your kid.
It just strengthens everything.
It makes everything stronger, including my ability to live without my son.
That's called freedom.
See, these are the types of people that get B12 injections that aren't the moms that are freaking out. This is where it came from. This is the main market. The sub-market that they're trying to develop are moms at the mall. But what?
Roid ragers? That's
roid ragers and festival goers. People who already stick themselves with needles.
It's always the groups you expect.
I think this is the real problem that's coming from the West Coast is these people that just think that they can shoot themselves up with B12 and party all fucking night without any consequences.
I mean, if you're in the 20s, there is no consequences.
Although I feel like most roid ragers probably know the consequences from shooting themselves up with drugs. Most of them die at the same age that obese people do. That's kind of crazy to think about.
He was really fit, but his body was a mess.
If you do steroids, you could die at the same age as somebody who eats too much.
It does a lot of fucked up shit on your body.
So does eating too much. So maybe the problem isn't that we're doing fucked up shit. Maybe the body positivity people had it right. I take back what I said about the West Coast. Maybe these people, maybe the B12 story is a good thing. I think we should be shooting up 8-year-olds with mystery trichemical solutions.
Oh yeah, no.
Because what's the worst? What's the best that's gonna happen? They don't do those drugs and they live till 60 instead of 40. Come on.
All right, I'm just gonna Google B12 store.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time, and everybody else should be the same way.
Oh, I found their actual website.
What the fuck do you mean their actual? What is it called?
TheB12store.com.
I fucking knew it. I called it.
All right, let's see. Why use us?
Why? Why should I? Fucking explain to me right now what I should be interested in.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's some.
Did I say AIDS?
Yeah. No. NAD plus. It's one of the injections for $306.
See, those are the prices I was expecting.
This says package of 4. Do they just give you syringes full of this shit?
The substance was a
4.
lot more accurate to modern day life than I realized. Do they ship the needles? Because that was a whole thing in the substance is that they give you a fucking needle that gets shipped to your house and you use that in the bathroom.
Let me go.
And I thought that was an exaggeration to be like, imagine how serious.
It comes in boxes.
So people on the West Coast.
No, you buy a vial of B12.
And it comes with a needle and you shoot it up yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow.
Oh, no. Each order includes pre-filled syringes for your convenience.
Yeah, the substance wasn't exaggerating. That's just what people out west are doing. And now out east, it's spreading. I am glad that if we're going to do this, they come with syringes that you're not encouraged to reuse. I feel like we have come a bit of a way from the 70s when people were like, oh yeah, you want to do some morphine? Here, just take my needle. Just use my needle. There's still some left in here.
Okay, so the people that do administer it are board certified and licensed.
I don't know how much I trust that certification.
Well, it would be like a state register. They're approved by the state to administer injections.
Did they go to phlebotomy school?
Maybe not phlebotomy, but they've at least completed a course that certifies them to inject you with things.
No, that's the problem. That's the problem with it.
Well, they're not drawing your blood. They just want to stab you.
Sorry, no, that laugh was actually at my notes because I forgot what I fucking wrote down. No, this feels like a bad idea. That's all I'm thinking. That's all I can think when I'm hearing about this. There's a lot of thoughts that I'm having, but the main one that keeps reoccurring is I don't know if we should just be like shipping people needles to inject themselves at home.
Some meth head's like, and we'll squirt that out, and we'll.
Well, no, you do the B12 injection, and then you.
Oh yeah,
then
yeah.
you and
You
then,
reuse
yeah.
the same one. It's just on you.
Which on the I literally had a moment while we were talking about this that I was like, why would you? You said that they send like prepackaged needles for your convenience, and I had the thought, I was like, that's good that we're encouraging people not to use the same needle, but at the same time, if I'm doing B12 with my friend, I am probably just gonna use their needle. I would if I was gonna take shots with my friend.
See, look,
We share a
face you
shot
can
glass.
trust.
Why
Why
us? That's I hate. I hate that it's like trying to make me feel silly for asking the question. Like, of course, these are the reasons that we're the best B12 rep. Like, not that's not why. I'm not asking why you. I'm asking why are you doing this?
Boy, they sell a lot
Hope that
more.
came on the mic.
They sell a lot more online than they do in the store.
Well,
oh, they are HIPAA compliant. Like I said, that little like outside table used for beer pong that they put a little chair behind is definitely HIPAA compliant.
Oh my God! People think that Tylenol's giving people autism. I feel like it's probably the drugs that are getting shipped through the fucking mail that people are injecting. I don't trust it. I don't know what else to say. Why are we just Why are people just putting a liquid that they are told is B12 in their veins? I hope these people are questioning it and then doing it and then being like, wow, this feels really good. I'm going to keep doing it. Because that's the only explanation I'll accept. If they're like, well, my friends are all doing B12. I want to join in. No. Stop. Don't just inject yourself with mystery liquid.
B12 Thursday.
Fucking the substance really did prime me for this conversation because that's what the entire movie's about is people wanting to feel good and so getting a substance that makes them feel better. And I thought it was an exaggeration for Hollywood drug use, but no, this is just a thing that people do is sell substances in vials and be like, yeah, fucking put it in your vein or whatever. I don't know.
All right. But what would you have done if I brought a box to work? And I was just like, you guys want to feel great tonight?
No, do you know what I
Would
love?
you take it from me?
Don't
Would you inject it?
I don't like you treating it. Don't treat it like it's like a normal thing. Treat it like it's drugs, So like we go outside and we're like hanging out in between deliveries and then you're like, "Hey, you want your next delivery to be real crazy? You want to be wired? You've had coffee, but you haven't had this before." And you just pull out a box with a bunch of needles, I would be like, John, are you good? Are you okay? It's like, no, it's B12. I'm like,
great.
what the fuck do you mean
like,
it's B12?
I'm great. Yeah, see, like, I'm great. I want you to be great, too.
Look me in the eyes and tell me I'm not doing great.
From near death to B12 injections, buddy. Made a 180 on that one.
I think I need to stop saying this is a bad idea. I need to stop. We need to is JD Vance gonna divorce his wife and marry Erica Kirk?
God, I hope so. That would be so fucking funny.
Dude,
and let's be honest, JD's wife, like, come on. What were you thinking the first bit? But like, you should just get out now.
Hold on. What is she? How does she look like? How brown is she? I heard she was brown.
The one
but like she's pretty brown.
Yeah, no, she would get stopped.
I was gonna ask where, but like anywhere. At the border, by police, like at a random traffic stop, at the airport.
Yeah,
She's the
no, it's
perfect
so
kind of
fucked.
brown. Is that why Trump chose him as his vice president? It's like, listen,
Is she the
optically,
token?
you are that guy. You have the perfect level of brown wife that people won't think I'm racist. Probably not. I don't think. I think people already felt
No,
like.
that sounds about right. I
Well,
think,
people already felt like Trump wasn't racist. There were so many black
which makes
people
no sense.
that wanted Trump. There were so many black people that wanted Trump's big fat little cock. I imagine Donald Trump's penis is a circumference of 7 inches and a length of 4.
Good God. is that, that's like a Minecraft penis, dude.
Yeah, my dick is 8 inches around.
Good God.
Dude, you could totally pick up a girl with that. And then you get, like, just say, oh yeah, my dick's like 8 inches around. She's like, damn, fucking how big is that shit? And then they get home, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what? I said 8 inches around. I didn't say how long it was. And I've talked to many girls. Once the penis is out, you can't really like run away.
No, they can run away.
I mean, they can, but like, do you? Nah. There's nowhere to.
I guess it would depend on the penis, right?
It's your penis has to be really fucking bad for the girl to be like, I'm putting my clothes back on. It was nice, but I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna skedaddle. You have a good
Well,
one.
like what I'm envisioning is like this is the first time you're hanging out with that girl, and she's gonna say, yeah, she'll probably say no if you just whip your dick out.
Well, no. If you take her home to have sex,
Oh,
and then take your dick out, and it looks smaller than expected, or smells worse than expected, or like they're
smells
fatter than
worse
they
than expected.
expected.
Jesus Christ,
I, I wish I was joking. This really is,
dog, that smells like hot dog water.
and usually, and maybe this is part of the problem. Maybe women are part of the problem here. Because usually you don't say anything and you just suck
What a
it up.
wild take.
You just suck it up and suck it. Straight up. And I think we should live in a world where women feel more comfortable to talk about how stinky a man's penis is. But also,
Somewhere other than Reddit, like live conversations, please.
if they can talk about how stinky my penis is, I can talk about how stinky their vagina is. I've never had to. I've only fucked
Fair's fair.
pristine pussy. I've never had a bad experience in bed that I
Pristine.
would that I, no there's no trauma there. There's no trauma there whatsoever. Um, but I think we should be allowed to say it. Hey yo, hey girl, your pussy stank. Hey yo, girl, your pussy stank.
Is that what you'd say in
Hi
the moment?
neighbors.
Is that what you'd say, like right in the moment?
My neighbor's youngest kid lives above me. That's their room directly above me.
Oh, is that the one that complained about noises?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I have a 12-inch subwoofer that I keep pressed against the main beam going up into their son's room. I don't actually have it pressed against the main beam, but I did think about that when they were talking about their pictures rattling. I was like, damn, I don't even have it like as bad as I could. I have it pulled away from the wall. I know where the beams are in this wall from when I hung up my computer screen, so I know where I can put it. It did vibrate the picture on the other side of the wall. But I put
Well, chances are it's vibrating their pictures then.
but also if anybody is having issues with sound vibration and neighbors being like, yo shit too loud, bitch, and you want a cheap alternative, you don't have to get like a speaker stand. You don't have to pay $30. Actually, no, it was $50, I think,
Yeah, fuck that.
for a subwoofer speaker stand. Those will work better, but you can just take like a blanket. I have a blanket and one of those pillows that's got the beads in it. The
Yeah.
beaded pillows. I feel like that's really good for it. I feel like it's dispersing a lot of the sound before it can get to the floor.
Okay.
So you just got to use your brain. Some people aren't good at it. Some people have an average IQ of like 79 and do a bunch of steroids and Molly. But like, if you've got a brain, use it. Use it while you got it. Use it before all of that B12 catches up to you.
Because it will.
Imagine we find out that continued B12 injections like gather up in the body and cause you to just fucking like aneurysm.
What if B12 is the cause of autism?
That's what I was saying earlier. Why are autistic people's logo a puzzle piece? It feels like if they don't want us to infantilize them, they shouldn't be all about fucking jigsaw puzzles. That's not true. I actually have seen a grown adult make a jigsaw puzzle within the last week. But I judged him internally.
Oh, you don't like jigsaw puzzles?
I like them, but like, get a Lego set. What are you fucking doing playing with a two-dimensional jigsaw puzzle?
They can be challenging and fun.
The way you said they can be challenging almost proves my point. Almost, like, because you're right. There are some jigsaw puzzles that are made for adults.
Like the 10,000 piece jigsaw puzzles?
But at the same time, like,
or the really small ones that
it's
are 5,000
10,000 pieces cut in slightly different ways. Fucking play a game for adults, like
if
chess.
I get money from this, I'm gonna make an adult themed puzzle, themed puzzle.
Why are you?
Like, it's gonna have all crazy shapes and shit.
That's not even the question I'm asking, though. I'm asking, why do autistic people want to associate with puzzles if they're worried about being infantilized?
I don't think they want to be. I don't think like autistic people made that. Did they? Like I don't know if like.
I'm about to look into that.
I don't think anybody speaks for all autistic people. So, like, I don't think they're necessarily choosing the puzzle piece.
Isn't the organization called Autism? Yeah, the organization is called Autism Speaks. I think they speak for autistic people.
I think they like don't necessarily speak for
autism
them. But
is not a disability; it's a different ability. Anyway,
I can get that.
But also, that's not the puzzle piece I'm thinking of. Autism puzzle piece.
I think it's autism awareness. Like, it's the symbol for autism awareness, I think. Yeah.
No, I really
puzzle
like
piece made of puzzle pieces? No, I'm down for it. I would build that puzzle.
National Autistic Society in United Kingdom. And... oh, fuck off. It was designed to represent the complex and multifaceted nature of autism, as well as the challenges faced by individuals with autism. Why? Because it's hard to put a puzzle together?
Damn. Yeah, that seems a little slap in the facey.
Well, from my short purview on the internet about this puzzle piece, it does seem like there's some deliberation about how good the puzzle piece is for the community.
Okay, good.
So I'm not the first person to bring this up.
Like, that can be the symbol for like child autism.
It apparently it perpetuates negative stereotypes about autism, such as the idea that autistic individuals are broken or missing something.
Damn.
Which I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's like The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy had an episode where Grim got his skin, and they were originally gonna make him black, and the Cartoon Network executive was like, "Yo, Grim's enslaved to these kids. We can't have him be a black guy. He's literally a slave to them." Did you guys not think about that? And they were like, "Well, no, we didn't." I feel like that's the same thing with the puzzle piece. They're like, "Oh yeah, because they're smart and they're like put puzzles together and it's like hard, but it feels good at the end of the day." And then people are like, "What are you saying? They're incomplete?" And they're like, "No, oh, no, I wasn't, but I see why you think
like the missing puzzle piece to society." I don't know.
I think it might be. I had an image pop into my head with the autistic puzzle piece. Also, in the notes, I forgot I had it written down. If autistic people don't want to be treated like kids, then why is their flag a fucking jigsaw puzzle piece? Which
Their flag.
But what if their flag was a puzzle piece?
Do they have a flag?
What if their flag was a jigsaw puzzle, a set of jigsaw puzzle pieces? Can you make an autistic Nazi flag? So it's the swastika made of puzzle pieces, like autism awareness puzzle pieces, and they form a swastika. Swatistics.
Jesus. Swatistics?
No, I was trying to figure out a way to fit Nazi into autistic, and there's nothing. There's nothing. No. I think that would be a really good flag design, though. The Nazi flag from World War II combined with the autism awareness puzzle.
No.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Sounds awful.
Listen. Autistic people have the right to be Nazis, too. This is America.
I mean, yeah.
Imagine...
But that would be their flag. That would be the flag for all of, like, autistic people.
Hitler used flag.
No.
But it's autism awareness. Can you... I see the vision. Do you?
So, like, instead of the swastika...
The flag of Germany just stole the flag of Japan and put a fucking dude in the middle. That's the same fucking... Well, actually, no. No, because the Japanese flag was way fucking crazier and cooler at the time. Do you remember what it looked like?
No, not immediately. Oh, okay, yeah.
So, actually, Japan took the Nazi flag and did a color inversion and took away the swastika.
They just colored it in with a circle.
Do you think they're secretly Nazi sympathizers?
If you are to believe a coworker of ours, yes.
I didn't even think about that when I was saying it.
Yes, 100%.
But yeah. And back to the important Nazis in this world. Erica Kirk. I don't know if J.D. Vance is going to divorce his wife, but I think Erica wants him to, based on how she was tugging at his hair.
Oh, yeah.
In that meeting, based on how she was ruffling her fingers through his luscious brown locks.
You think they had an affair already?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I wish they did. I want to, in my hearts, believe that they did, but I can't. I'm not going to lie.
Like backstage before the Patriot Awards or whatever?
I kind of fucks with J.D. Vance. I think he's a cool dude as far as politicians go.
Don't be a couch.
Listen, I'd fuck a couch with him. He's that kind of cool, you know? But I do think he's like white guy cool. And white guy cool their whole thing is that they stand by their women. So as much as I think he might want to cheat on his brown wife, which I have trademarked here in my notes, brown wife, the term. I think that America should trademark that. I don't have the money to do this. Somebody must. I think he would stand by her. But I do think that if he's not as cool as he says, he'll cheat on his wife with Erica Kirk.
I don't think he's as cool as he says.
And so there's a possibility. There's a chance. There's totally a chance. The verdict is still out on whether or not he would cheat on his wife. But I like to believe he wouldn't.
Do you think she would keep Kirk as her last name?
Oh, that's hard. That's a hard one because the brand potential from that is important. But also, so the whole thing with J.D. Vance being married, why he would get divorced and remarried in the first place instead of just dating. Instead of just, being and dating her isn't Christian-like, but getting divorced and remarried is. And that'll get the American people on board with the idea of J.D. Vance if he's married to her. Because that's a real thing, is Americans don't want to vote for an unmarried candidate.
Ridiculous.
So you want to make sure that it's obvious that you're married, but J.D. Vance is not going to he's not going to become J.D. Kirk. What the fuck? He doesn't even have a first name. He's known by his last name. You're going to tell me he's going to fucking change it? No. So she would be expected to change it, but I don't know. I don't know if that would be best for
Do
the
you think it'd be made
American
into like a
first
public
brand.
spectacle?
Is it, Charlie? No, I can't make that. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I think that I think she would change her name. I think she would
You think so?
begrudgingly change her name. I think it would be like, yeah, I have to do it for America.
Do you think like how would she address the Charlie Kirk supporters? Now there's no Kirk to support.
Well, the people. Let's be clear. Kirk did die as a martyr. I saw some people that I saw a specific video on TikTok of a girl being like, and the best thing about Charlie Kirk's death is he's not even impactful enough to be a martyr. And I was like,
No,
huh?
he definitely is.
I was like, I think you're coping. I think that you're
Yeah,
trying to say
yeah.
that because you're realizing how emboldened a lot of people are getting, and
You
you're
don't
worried
want it
about
to be that way, but it is. You can't
and
change that.
and so the people don't have to stand behind Kirk anymore. They even not even the name. They can just stand behind the American First brand. I think the American First brand is good enough for the people to stand on. Which I think.
It's a bad brand.
Well, no, I was gonna say it's better than MAGA.
Minimally.
I would rather have Turning Point USA be the future of the conservative movement than MAGA.
That's a tough ask.
But I think the true future of America is the Libertarian Party. Let's go. More things I want to believe but just can't. They need to get their shit together before they can do anything
They won't.
of value. But yeah, they won't. But I think it's about time we got a significant third party in America. And I don't want it to be like super extreme conservative or progressive.
It's going to be the next Communist Party.
No, no, I don't want that.
Well, that's your options.
Well,
It's either going to be Christian nationalism or communism. Those are your choices.
We'll see how Mom Donnie does in New York. It might communism. Well, not communism, but socialism.
Yeah.
We might find a place in America.
Agreed.
And if Mom Donnie can find it, I'm fine with brown people. If they can figure out American socialism, I'll let Indians into the country personally.
You'll personally guide them into the country.
I'll make the underground railroad, but the Indians don't. Underground Elephant Highway.
Oh, jeez.
No, but I think Mom Donnie's been. I like fun, and I like my politics to feel fun. I didn't vote in 2016, but if I had, I would have voted for Ted Cruz. I would have wanted Ted Cruz to be the primary, and there's a part of me that wishes that he was the president because it would have been the funniest option. I'm fine with the results of 2020. Biden was fun to watch. He was a funny time. Good old Sleepy Joe. Good old talking about the roaches. I will never let him live down that roaches comment. That's fucking crazy if you know what he was talking about. Literally talk about black children in a pool rubbing his legs and calling them roaches. What the fuck? It was great.
He was barely
loved
conscious
it.
when he said that. Come
Whenever
on.
he fell on the bike, I'm gonna give him credit. That was not because he's just like old and dementia ridden. He did get caught. You can see his right leg gets caught as he's pulling it up. He fell in the funniest way he could have. He really did just say, "All right, I'm going down now." But I think that the funniest option for the New York mayoral race got picked. I think Mom Donnie is the most entertaining option.
Agreed.
And the funniest thing to happen from here is he does better for New York than Cuomo did. And everyone's like, wait a minute, hold on. Taxing the rich more worked? And at the same time, we're taxing them less because of Reaganomics. So we wouldn't be like taxing them disproportionately more, especially if the New York people had a say in what the percentage was. I imagine that they wouldn't want to just push all industry out of the state. If they were like, let's tax them 75% more than we get taxed, and the industries were like, okay, we'll leave. I think most people would be like, okay, let's tax them 25% more.
Yeah.
I think that it would be really funny for a place as criminal and hyper capitalistic for as long as it's been as New York to get a socialist mayor that fixes a lot of problems. Then everyone's like, oh, so socialism did work. And then you have people that are like, but he still ate rice with his fingers! Which sometimes I get fast food and my side doesn't come with a fork, and instead of trying to find a fucking gas station to pick up utensils at, I just dip into the green beans with my fingers.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna judge an American. Is Mom Donnie born American?
No, I don't think so.
Was Mom Donnie born in America?
Yes. Zohran Mamdani
Really?
was born in Kampala.
No, he was born in Uganda.
Yeah, that's
I
not
don't know
America.
why the AI
Yeah,
said, I'm glad you just got caught on camera, bitch!
That's what I thought.
Gemini.
But,
Gemini be telling lies. But no, he still came here.
He was born in America and Uganda. Uganda, America.
He was born in Uganda, America. Famous American state, Uganda, Kawanahana.
You know, speaking of his birthplace, did you see Andy Ogles share a post about that?
No.
He showed this like very poverty-stricken area in Uganda. You know, like what you would envision like a rundown like African village that's destitute and blah 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 blah. And he's like, you know, this is what Mamdani wants to turn New York City into. But he was born in like the capital city of Uganda that doesn't look anything like that. It looks like most other modern cities on the face of the planet.
Dude, no, Africa's like...
It's like
Africa's
racist
normal
as
now.
Fuck.
Africa's just a place now.
Yeah.
In certain places.
In a lot of places that people don't think. Like,
I had a racist moment where I saw a picture of like Nigeria. I think it was the capital of Nigeria. Because I found out that if you Google a country, Google pulls up pictures that are like approved by the tourism industry of the country, and so it's like all the best pictures. And if you look up war-torn Middle Eastern and African countries, it's really funny because it'll be like old huts and deserts that are color, like the saturations all fucking crazy. They're like edited to make them look really, really bright.
right.
And then oceans that are even more edited. And then the best part of the city that they could find. But I looked up African countries, like the most well-known African countries, and I was like, oh, these are just cities. I had to like look up where the current wars are happening to get what I was looking for from Africa, because Africa's like a developed nation now. Right. Uganda, if you know the name of the country, odds are that it's like actually a lot more developed than you think.
Right.
Uganda, Nigeria, West Africa. Why is that West Africa at the southern tip?
I don't know.
All of these places are not third world or first world at this point, but they're getting there. So to be like this guy who came here from another country to find his way in America and became a citizen through legal means.
I think he came here when he was 6.
And so, yeah,
he wasn't even trying to like become an American. His parents were.
But that's even more so. It proves my point, because he grew up here. He is an American by not birth, but by trade.
Right.
And that's still an American. And if we're meant to believe in the American dream, a brown man can be the mayor of New York. A brown man from Uganda can become the king of New York. That's what that one movie, King of New York, is about.
Oh, okay.
Is about is it actually? Keep talking. Keep the people entertained while I look up King of New York.
Yeah, no, like I know everything there is to know about King of New York. I've definitely watched it, and it's definitely about a black guy becoming king of the city. There's no doubt it's not. 100%.
It's actually about Christopher Walken becoming the king of New York, even though Lawrence Fishburne is there.
Honorary black guy, Christopher Walken.
His name's Frank White.
No.
So yeah, Jimmy Jump. That's Lawrence Fish. That's the black guy in the movie. His name is
Jimmy Jump.
Giancarlo Esposito. You know who that is?
I think so. I'm really bad with names. much better than
Giancarlo
faces.
Esposito, isn't he fucking
See, like that's a really like specific name, but
Giancarlo Esposito
yeah, saying it doesn't make me think about
is
him. Okay, yeah, I know
Gus
who that
from
is.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, well,
I
like
also
said,
forgot
don't
his
know
character's
names.
name from Breaking Bad. That's why I just kept saying the actor. So I can't give you too much shit. But no,
I actually never really got into Breaking Bad, by the way, so I still wouldn't know who you were talking about.
So we need to talk about seed oils.
Seed oils?
So Donald Trump wants trans people gone.
Yeah.
He wants them eradicated from the face of the planet. He wants to kill every single trans person. And this means that it's becoming harder to get black market estrogen. You know, a Blow Blacks was giving them out this Halloween, but unless you can find a kind, considerate soul like Blow Blacks to give you illegal estrogen,
Blowlax?
Blow Blacks.
Oh. I still don't know what that is.
He's a Minecraft YouTuber. Dumbass.
Oh, yeah.
No, if unless you can find a kind soul to give you and your kids illegal estrogen, you're kind of fucked right now. It's becoming harder and harder in Trump's America to get dosed illegally with estrogen. And I was thinking about this. So I worked at a restaurant that used soy oil for their fryers.
Okay.
Which is fucking horrible. It's like some of the worst. If whether you're a conspiracy theorist or not, it is some of the worst oil to use in a restaurant. So I was eating a lot of fried foods for a while there because I hated the bread that they had there. I didn't
Okay.
want their burgers. I was just like eating fried fish, fried chicken, fried fries, everything was fried for like a week. And I got some weird acne that still left some scarring right in the corner of my mouth right here. And I thought it was my herpes that I got flaring up. But
Oh,
then
no.
it did not flare up like herpes. It wasn't on my lip. It was on the outside in the corner of my mouth. And I looked it up, and apparently women get that when they're having hormone imbalances. And I'm pretty sure that I ate enough things fried in soy oil to give myself a hormone imbalance from too much estrogen. Because that's a thing. Eating too much soy can lead to lowered testosterone and higher estrogen. It's not super intense, but it is noticeable, specifically
Did
in
you get
Asian
boobs?
countries. That's my thought. Can you eat enough seed oil to grow tits? Do you need estrogen? Do you need to get estrogen from the doctor? Or can you just fucking... That's the sound of boobs growing from seed oil.
Just at home boiling down some seeds.
Just drinking canola oil. Just a spoonful of canola oil morning and night.
I cannot imagine much worse to just take a big spoonful of.
Well, you know what? I can imagine something worse than taking a spoonful of canola oil. Not feeling like your body is in the right genitals. Okay? So how about we be a little bit more considerate to our trans brothers and sisters and NBs and make sure that they have legitimate, illegal alternatives.
Are you going to test this?
I don't want boobs.
Well, I don't
I
want
bought
boobs.
my boobs.
What?
I have a pair of boobs on standby that I bought. I don't need to grow them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I haven't had. It's not like I've wished to have gynecomastia as a kid. It's not like I saw an ad for an antipsychotic that I got put on that apparently it was causing young boys to develop breasts in a condition called gynecomastia,
Oh, no.
and sort of hoped that it could happen to me despite the fact that I wasn't on that medication anymore. It's not like that happened at all. I just think that we should make sure that if trans people can find a way to transition without estrogen, we give them that. This is America.
Yeah,
if you can
I mean, it's
afford to
America.
buy
If-
soy oil,
If you can afford to change genders, you should be able to.
there
No
are so
questions
many
asked.
ways. There are so many ways to do it, and if there there should be easily affordable ways, and I think that seed oil is the answer.
Okay.
If
okay.
if it was enough estrogen to give me acne in the corner of my mouth, then it's enough estrogen to make somebody grow tits. I truly do
You think
believe.
so?
Yep. I believe. Earlier I was saying that I want to believe, but I can't. I do believe here.
Oh, okay.
I believe that God put seed oils on this planet to make sure that Trump couldn't keep people from transitioning. It's all part of his plan. It's all a designated destiny.
Yep. Trust in him.
Trust in God, and He will give you tits.
That's the mantra I've always had.
Which is it soy? Is soy the best one to use?
I don't know.
I feel like we could probably. I feel like you could probably.
I like
find-
olive oil.
Well, olive oil is good for you. Olive oil makes you live forever. If you drink a teaspoon of olive oil, you'll live till 130, according to the Italians that I've talked to.
Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to live to 130.
I'm trying to make sure I live till 50, the average lifespan for a trans person. I don't actually know if that's true, but I imagine that the average lifespan is lower because of suicide attempts and
Yeah, probably.
medical problems.
Medical whoopsie daisies.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. If you don't get medical problems, if you don't take medicine, just drink soy oil and you'll be good.
And order B12 injections.
And eat rice with your hands.
That's the secret to immortality, I think.
And that's the secret to a good podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody. We're going to check out. I've been Barry Cuda.
John, love you guys.
I can't stop the recording. Stop the recording. Stop it.